Chapter 13, The Homecoming. On the way to meet up with Naya for some wedding planning. You're not letting Addison and Jordan watch the boys alone. I am. What do you think? This makes sense. She did well with the boys at dinner. I'm glad you agree. Well, I'd hope so. What would you have done if I didn't? Nothing. What do you mean? You didn't think about getting my opinion, or even telling me first? I'm telling you now. Yes, after the fact. You feel heat rising in your cheeks as your frustration grows, her brow furrows in concern. And is everything okay? I need to have this out with her now. Hold my frustration in. Nope, I'm doing it. No, Sam, it's not. You take a deep breath in an attempt to calm yourself. Sam, I love you, Mason and Mickey, more than anything, but it's difficult for me to know where I stand in this whole parenting situation. And, Sam, you and I are supposed to be partners, but I've never felt like we're on equal footing, even when it comes to the boys. What? Of course I consider you my equal. No. You're misunderstanding. Sam, your actions say otherwise. Sometimes it seems like when it comes to Mason and Mickey, you still think of me as just a nanny. But once we're married, it should be a discussion, not just things you do on your way all the time. I hadn't thought of it about it like that. You reach out and take her hand, stroking her thumb with yours. You've done an incredible job raising the boys on your own, but we need to be a team now. And lately, you've been so focused on figuring out how to co-parent with Addison that you've neglected to account for me, too. You watch the emotions change on her face. At first, she looked shocked, hurt, and then resolved. And, all I can say is that I'm sorry, truly. I promise you I'll do better, starting right now. I can't change things today, but I'll talk to you, anytime something comes up with the boys and Addison. We'll navigate the unusual situation together. Thanks, Sam, for listening. I should be thanking you for telling me how you feel. I know I can get pretty wrapped up in my own things, and your patience means the world to me. She rests a hand on your thigh and giving it a gentle squeeze, and you leaning over to press a kiss to her cheek. I love you. I love you too. You talk through things with Sam. Soon, you and Sam arrive at Westchester at a charming building surrounded by beautiful gardens. If this is how gorgeous the office is, I can't imagine how impressive the decor will turn out. Naya aims for nothing shy of perfection, including from her associates. As if on cue, Naya steps out of the building, accompanied by another woman, and makes her way over to you. There's my favorite happy couple. You lean into Sam as she wraps an arm around your shoulders. That's us. I'd like both of you to meet Demi Torres, the decorator I've hired for your wedding. You'll thank me later, she's the best in the biz. It's so nice to meet you both. Naya's told me a lot about you. Oh boy, that doesn't sound too promising. All good things. I can't wait to help you bring your dream wedding to life. If you'll follow me inside, we can get started. Demi leads you inside a beautiful showroom full of wedding decor. Now, I'd like to ask you some questions, both of you. Help narrow down a few aesthetic options that'll fit your wedding venue. Yeah, bring it on. Demi reaches into her bag and pulls out a tablet. First, what would be your dream location for your first vacation as a married couple? I'm sorry, you get a vacation? Besides the honeymoon? I'm serious. I'd have to say a peaceful countryside. I like the idea of getting some peace and quiet outside the city, reconnecting with nature. Pretty much. All the alone time wouldn't hurt either. Now, what's your favorite wedding reception tradition? Because I've got married tons of times. I'd have to say tradition? Tossing the bouquet, the first dance. Tossing the bouquet seems, I don't know, meh to me. I don't really care. First dance is quite nice. Me and my new wife getting a quiet moment together and all the excitement, it doesn't get much better than that. Alright, that's my favorite part too. A final question. If you could describe your relationship in one word, what would it be? Complicated, chaos, derpism. You take a moment to think of all of it. The moments, big, small, your relationship with Sam flashing through your mind before answering. Definitely passionate. We've been drawn to each other since the beginning, to a point where fighting, it felt like fighting destiny. I felt the exact same way. Good answer. Thank you. Do I get a head pat or a biscuit? Demi. Maybe a boop on the nose, I don't know. Demi taps away on her tablet a few more times and breaks out into a wide smile. Alright, I've got your results. Your perfect wedding decor is farmhouse chick. I don't know what that means, but as long as we don't get married in a farmhouse, that'll be fine. I don't know. Just a bit weird. Demi tilts her tablet so you can see the mock-up of the centerpiece on the screen. Fairy tale chick centerpiece. Rustic and modern, I guess. I can see something with a dash of country charm working for us. It'd be fitting for a sweet couple like you. But keep in mind, these results aren't binding. They're just a way to spark inspiration. I brought a few other ideas like this. Luxury classic centerpiece. My luxury classic concept would really bring the glamour to your reception. Huh, that's gorgeous too. Lastly, I have a simpler option. With all the bells and whistles, I call it sweet simplicity. I mean, okay. Understated option. We have everything for this one on site already, but the other options would require some paperwork to put to orders in. Basically diamond choices. On the bright side, that means that you two would have some time to explore the gardens. We have even a Hedge Maze. Hedge Maze. Hedge Maze. I don't think you understand how hard it is. I'm just gonna say this. To do an accent or a voice or whatnot, and then try, while flexing your vocal cords and everything else, to try proper pronunciation. Everybody gives me shit every once in a blue moon for words like that, and I'm just like, listen, I don't know what to tell you except for what I'm telling you right now. Great point. You get a feel for what your custom bouquet would look like with our luxury, classic, or farmhouse chick option. I'd be happy with any of the options, to be honest. Do you have a preference, Anna? It's so hard to choose, but I'm leaning towards one over the others. What's the verdict? Remember, this is all about what you want on your day. If only Sam would help me choose. Diamond choice. Alright, so. Literally the diamond choices. Luxury, classic, or farmhouse chick. I mean, it's a centerpiece, so far from what I understand. Sure, why not? An elevated but laid-back style fits us perfectly. Demi claps her hands together in excitement. I love that decision. Farmhouse chick is exactly what I would have picked for you. Then it looks like we've got our decorations. Based on the samples alone, I can't wait to see the final product. Perfect. Naya can get started on the order forms while I show you to the gardens, unless you'd prefer to wait here. We'd love to see them. Great, let's go. She can make a decision on that, but can't help with anything else. Sadness. The sun's beginning to set when you step outside into a garden full of fragrant early spring blooms. Wow, these gardens are stunning. We put a lot of thought into spreading out the plants that peak at different seasons so that no matter the time of the season or year, there's always something to admire. But I must admit, this time's my favorite. In fact, she finds a pair of pruning shears among some gardening supplies and starts cutting flowers off of some of the bushes. What are you doing? A bit of inspiration just struck, and I thought I'd make a bouquet to match your centerpieces. 1 minute, please. She moves to a work table near the gazebo and quickly arranges the bouquet, adding some final touches before presenting it to you. Isn't this literally the thing we just picked? Naya wasn't kidding when she said you're the best in the business. I can already picture Anna walking down the aisle holding it. You're too kind. I should go make note of the arrangement, but if you're really enjoying yourselves out here, I recommend checking out the Hedge Maze. It's a fun place to kill time, and not to mention very romantic. You exchange looks with Sam with a smile. Fun and romantic sounds like our kind of thing. I would hope you're getting married. No, you like grumpy. Dark, gloomy, sinister. The last rays of light, ironically, disappear on as Demi heads back inside. You and Sam make your way into the maze, her arms slung around your waist. Wow, this place goes on and on. If we're not careful, we could get stuck in here forever. I wouldn't mind that, actually. Cut off from the rest of the world for a while, just you and me. When you put it that way, it doesn't sound half bad. The two of you keep going, heading further into the maze, guided by instinct. You know, this far in, this place is pretty private. Not a soul around. What are you implying? This. She puts her hands on your hips, pulling you towards her. But when she leans in for a kiss, you slip past her and dance back playfully. You're gonna have to catch me first. What are you... Because every hedge maze begins with a chase. Before she can finish, you're off. You toss a wink over your shoulder as you round a corner. I'm gonna make her work for it a little. But first, I gotta pick a direction to lose her in. I'll head towards the wishing well. You turn left, running towards a stone wishing well covered with ivy. I could do a lot worse so far as hiding spots. Quick, jump in the well! And so begins the haunted time of October. You duck down behind the well and wait for Sam. Anna, are you over here? She sounds close. I should wait for her to find me, jump out at Sam. You lie in wait, listening to the oncoming footsteps, and jump out right as she rounds the corner. Boo! Ah! She leaps back in surprise, but you throw your arms around her with a grin, running your hands up her back. Gotcha. That you do. So, that's game over then. Well played, Miss Dalton. We could have hid behind the well. Why, thank you. Now I believe I am owed my prize. I believe you are. Even if I handed the win right to you. She pulls you in so close that you're pressed against the soft curves of her chest. I bet you'll taste even sweeter after the thrill of the chase. That's what serial killers say. And lo and behold, that's what Addison got away from. She surges forward and catches your lips with hers, and you let out a soft moan at the intensity of the kiss. Sam... Open your mouth, allowing her tongue to dance with yours, your mischievous mood taking over. You bite her lower lip. Oh, She grabs you by the waist and lifts you up on the edge of the wishing well, pressing her body between your legs. She kisses you harder, leaving you breathless, as her hand slides down a rut-row. The two of you share a guilty grin before heading back out through the maze, hand in hand, making only a few wrong turns before getting in the office. There you find Naya sitting at a table. She gestures towards the open seats. Just in time. Enjoy your time in exploring the gardens, which literally was 12 seconds. No joke. After the thigh part, it was like literally 12 seconds. But, you know, we can't take chances here because of YouTube. You catch Sam's smoldering gaze, which sends a thrill through you. You could say that. I can't pass up a hedge maze. Well, I've got a few more wedding details to go over with the two of you. She pauses, looking back over at you with a careful eye. Anna, you got a little something right. She gestures towards your hair, and your hand flies up, pulling out a leaf. Oh, thanks. It's not like we actually did anything. That weekend, you're finally moving back in with Sam and the boys. Careful not to upend the box you're carrying. You press the button for the penthouse with your elbow. You look down at Mason and Mickey, both catching their breath as they carry light boxes themselves. This is a lot of work. Please tell me you're gonna never, move again, Anna? Don't worry. I don't plan on it. You know, I would have paid for movers. I think we could make it work in our budget. Hey, I don't have that much stuff. That's what you think. Not to mention, I don't want you to throw away money on my problem, Sam. I don't want to lose track of who I am. Set that example for the boys. If I don't have to carry another box, please throw money here. That's not how this works, kid. You chuckle and lean in towards Sam, lowering your voice so only she can hear. They're such smart, compassionate kids. I don't want them to lose that by becoming too reliant on money to solve everything. Hey, I grew up with money, and I think I turned out okay. I'm gonna just ignore that. But your point stands. Starting my own business is my way of showing them that they're in charge of their own destinies. I wouldn't want to undo any of that by teaching them bad money habits. Stepping out of the elevator surrounded by your little family, you can't help but revel in how right it feels to be back. The four of you set the last of your things with the rest of the boxes. Phew, we did it. Home sweet home. It's nice to have you back. Mason leads you in the living room while Mickey wrangles one of your bags. Sam follows shortly after, placing a glass of wine next to you. What's all this? Just, unpack your things, Anna. We're making a special surprise for you. Sam leads the boys into the kitchen. After some time spent unpacking, they walk proudly back into the living room. Okay, we're ready. Bon apple teeth. Did I say that right, Mom? Close enough. You follow them into the kitchen, take a seat at the dinner table, their big creation displayed in the middle. Is that like potatoes with... I have no clue. I know there's green garnish on the top, a lot of it. It's your welcome back dinner! Is that mac and cheese with pepperoni? And peas! Mom said that there had to be a veggie with the dinner. You could have put olives. It wasn't quite what I had in mind, but I appreciate the creativity. And what's... You poke at the red spot with your fork. Hot peppers! One time we watched a cook show with Carter that said you should always add some spice. This is true. Oh, but it could also be the ketchup. Wow, that's quite the combination. Mac and cheese, peas, pepperoni, ketchup, hot peppers. I'd give it a bite. I tried to warn them off the peppers and ketchup combo, but they insisted it's their special recipe. You take the serving spoon and place a big helping of mac and cheese on your plate. With a slight moment's hesitation, you take a bite. The twins watch expectantly as your taste buds take in the confusing melody. First it's the tangy taste of cheese, then the saltiness of the pepperoni, followed by the heat of the peppers. Do you like it? Boys, I absolutely love it. You're not just saying that because we made it. Nope. Cheesy, salty, delicious. I think you two should have a future as celebrity chefs ahead of you. That'd be fun. As long as we get to eat all the food after. The boys grin proudly as you scoop the mac and cheese onto the plates and the four of you eat together. You feel utterly and completely at home. Addison's outside the window. She's Spider-Manning the shit. I see you, boys! Later that night, you and Sam help the twins get ready for bed. I'm just imagining that. Both boys are in their beds under the covers. Sam goes to tuck the twins in. Good night, you two. Wait. I want Anna to tuck me in. But I want Anna to tuck me in. I think your mommy really wants to tuck you in tonight, Mickey. Oh, fine. But you'll tuck me in tomorrow, right? That's a promise. Did you know you both can tuck them in? You kiss the tops of their heads before turning your attention to Mason. Anna, are you staying for a long time? For as long as you'll have me. As long as you'll have me? Oh, god damn it, son of a bitch. It's almost like I wrote this crap. Good, because I'm really happy you're here. Me too, buddy. With the thrill of anticipation, you head into the master bedroom. I have to admit, it's a bit strange coming to stay in your room instead of my old one. Well, I hope you get used to it soon, because this is officially our room now. She wraps her arms around you from behind, dropping a smattering of kisses on your neck. You blissfully close your eyes. Say that again. Our room, our walls, our floors, our nightstands, and our bed. Playfully, you pull away, swinging your hips as you move towards the bed. You lower yourself onto the mattress and strike a sexy pose. Honey, I'm home. She looks at you hungrily. I can't tell you how good it is to hear those words. Then why don't you show me instead? She crosses the room, climbs on the mattress, and takes you in her arms, capturing your lips in a passionate kiss. What do you say we rechristen our bed? Yeah, no, we know what's going to happen here. Sorry, kids, I'm just going to go ahead and pass on this, because, you know, keeping the channel safe. You smile, but then a huge yawn escapes you. I guess moving back in took a lot more of me than I realized. It's been a long day. Why don't I make you a nice and cozy instead? You crawl into her arms beneath the covers, so you rest your head against hers, the soft curves of her chest feeling like home. This is perfect. Wait, do women get that too? They're like, oh, soft curves. I mean, what? What? Sorry, I was thinking of soft curves. It's been a while. The next morning. After a restful night's sleep. What do women think of? I'm serious. What do you think of? You groggily wade into the kitchen to put on a pot of coffee. I definitely need some caffeine after hauling all those boxes in. But suddenly someone buzzes into the penthouse. Who'd be here at this hour? I can think of 3 people. You press the button to let the mystery guest in and see. I was one of 3. I was thinking Sophia or whatever the hell her damn other nanny's name is. I don't give a shit for her. Anna, you're here. And in your pajamas. Yes, this is where I live. Oh, right. Guess we all slept in this morning. The move was pretty tiring. A move? Yeah, I moved back into the penthouse yesterday. She tenses up, her expression suddenly changing from complete surprise to entirely pissed. I see. Sam didn't mention that. And she doesn't have to. Kiss my ass. Da-na-na-na-na. She doesn't have to say shit to you. Da-na-na-na-na. You don't get a say in a relationship. Da-na-na-na-na. Anyway, moving on. Thank you all for watching. Please remember to like and share the video. Head down to the description below. Links to a bunch of cool stuff. Check all that out. And hey, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Be greatly appreciated. That way you receive notifications of when content is actually uploaded. And don't worry, there's a ton of that coming. Been pretty busy, let's put it that way. During the next week, I'm also going to be a little bit busy, but there's a lot on the horizon, trust me. Especially because the spooky month of October is here, and then a bunch of new games are coming out on November, and then I'll be showcasing a bunch of games that we haven't played yet here on the channel as well. So look forward to that. Without further ado, love your beautiful faces, catch you all in the next video, and this was a super short chapter. That's kind of sad, but peace out.